What's up? It's your boy T.S.M.C. right here. Welcome to the MAYHEM Committee documentary. I figured, I'd give you a little, prequel, to how this all came to be. As you know, I went to Minneapolis in January, the first of this year, to record Just for Props. My solo EP, and that's how me and Chris Goodwin came about. Not a lot of people know, but the song Get the What, he produced that. So, I hit him up because, I really like his beats, and I was like, yo, dude, let's make an MC producer group. And he agreed. He agreed off the bat. This happened right after Just for Props came out. So I got done with that and I was on to my next shit, you know what I'm saying? So he started sending me some beats, and before we knew it, we had 7 tracks. I called my boy Mercy's, told him how I wanted to record an LP, and he's like, nah dude, get some shit out now. And I was like, word up, yeah, I want to drop 2 albums in a fucking year. That's fucking dope. So that's what I came up with. Thanks to Mercy's, Breakneck the Mage, Primate and Mammoth, they helped me figure out some staying situations while I'm there. So, I'm not sleeping on park benches trying to make a hip hop album. Even though I would, I'm saying I would totally do that. But so that's how it came to be, and I'm excited. It's crazy to record 2 projects in 1 year. I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited to have new material to push. I'm glad to be behind something more than myself. That's how I feel the MAYHEM Committee is, because it's bridging that gap, from Nebraska to Minnesota. It's to me, I don't know, those guys really get along with me, and I'm pretty sure they would get along with all my other Nebraska MCs, and if I can kind of make that happen a little bit, that's what's up, repping 2 states at the same time. I like that a lot, I'm excited. A date with MAYHEM is going to blow your mind. I'm excited to record it. Not excited for the 16-hour Greyhound bus, but you'll see what's up with that soon. Well, alright, on to the documentary. TSMC here, just showing you how they party in North Platte, Nebraska. This is going to blow your mind. Get ready for this. This is how they do it. They sneak in all quietly. This is how they do it in North Platte, Nebraska, everybody. They pluck each other's eyebrows. This is how they do it. This is the 5th person to do this, boys and girls alike. This is how they do it. They don't be popping so many drugs. They be pulling out hair, apparently. Why are we opening up the Pro Tools, Mercy's?
Well,
what is today?
Today, well, it's going to be a historic day. A lot of people will be talking about this day in the future. This is the day that we begin working on Just for Props 2, which is also known as MAYHEM Committee, a date with MAYHEM, the product of TSMC and Goody. So, we are actually off-site today. We'll be back in the regular studio on Monday, but we had the opportunity to do a little retreat weekend and get out of the city at my lovely girlfriend's house. So we've sequestered ourselves away from the city and any bad influences to make sure that we get a proper start, that we plant the seed for this album, and that we create a strong foundation the first couple of days. Then we'll be heading back into Minneapolis for the rest of the recording. But today, my understanding is that we're starting with a track called Seize the Day. And yeah, we're just ready to kick ass and take names. We've got a week to do the unthinkable and make an album better than Just for Props.
Yo, let's get some nap fam nap party going on, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the homie right here from Nebraska, in town to do a little bit of music with Literati from Filling the Breaks. Motherfucking T.S.M.C. You want some free freestyles while I'm up here. Alright. What do you want me to freestyle about? Yo, you know what's funky? I was kicking it with a purple monkey dishwasher. Then I was like, yo, I'm like a stormtrooper. I couldn't even explain this. Yo, I need a recouper. I couldn't even explain all this motherfucking lights coming to my eyes. And I grabbed the mic and I tried to materialize everything that I want to be. And that's just being an MC. Grab the MIC, rocking from the NEB all the way to Minneapolis. So I grabbed the mic and yo, he can't even battle this. I got the tactics. Yo, I'm about to flip it like a mattress. You fucked on too many times the way that I just rhyme. Blind kids. I don't give a fuck, yo. I'm all about violence. So everybody put their hands up like they just don't give a fuck. Yo, someone give me a beer. Yo, I'm ripping up idea and atmosphere all in one song. And yo, I can't even get outcast, but yo, it's been so long up here rapping. And yo, I'm like, where's the bong? So I can take a rip, so I can motherfucking spit some ridiculous shit they couldn't even rip on a guitar. Yo, I'm kinda odd, but yo, I'm bizarre. Yo, I'd rather go to the Mall of America and check everything and be like, yo, I ain't scared of ya. Alright, yo, I'll have some fun. Alright. 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3. Everybody front like you came here to see TSMC. Oh, I choked on myself. No, you didn't. Yo, come over here to the art gallery. Yo, I'm sitting in this and I'm like, yo, bitch, do you want to battle me? Nah, she would probably kick my ass. And I come over here and I'll be like, yo, that skateboard's fat. And yo, that's purple and blue. Yo, I like you because you joined my crew. You're doing my artwork. Maybe do a new shirt. So people will be like, yeah, dude, I'll give you money instead of buying it and throwing it to the dirt, the mud. Yo, this is what I love. Strange and distance, represent. I got my boy Breck Nick. And he's got this camera and shit. Yo, DJ add a track. Hit the motherfucking tables. Yo, let's just get so fucking fatal. Yo, we don't need no labels. We don't need no signees. Yo, Zach HB, what's up? Thanks for letting me get up here and go sign to me. I'll let you tie. Yo, I'm that kind of guy that represents that shit. Everybody just make some noise in this bitch! Thank you. My name's t.s.m.c, coming from Nebraska. Clay, dope shit. If you guys like my motherfucking album or what I did, come get it right here for free. TSMC.
What you doing, Caesar?
Mixing up some lovely cocktails.
The rapper drinks.
That's right.
For us rappers.
This is Mikey's favorite shit. Well, not the ginger ale part, but the Jameson part, definitely. That was his shit. So we'll toast this to him.
For the great EYE.
That's right.
Best MC to ever grab the mic, in my opinion. But that's just me.
And a pretty fucking cool dude to boot, to be honest.
What did you think his death brought to the, like, hip-hop community in Minneapolis? Like, did you think
imitators.
A lot of imitators?
A lot of imitators. A lot of people looking to fill the spot of a man whose spot should not be filled.
Mercy's May, one half of Literati.
It's your boy C's, strange and distant, filling the breaks. What up? Let's get this shit popping.
So, from what I hear, because I am the co-MC on this album that I'm trying to have you guys co-produce, like, what are your guys' thoughts going into it? Like, when you were asked to, like, join the process?
Well, let's start. We're just officially producing vocals and mixing. That's our official title. I guess maybe we're kind of, vague sense executive producing.
Yeah.
But
I'll say that's accurate.
But what are our thoughts on it? Was that the question?
Yeah, just what were your thoughts going into it? Like, just being asked, like, what would you expect, like, to come from Chris Goodwin or myself?
Well, maybe I'll let you start.
I hadn't really, I hadn't heard of Chris Goodwin. Obviously, you and I met back at Honey, hit it off really well. I knew Mercy's had worked on doing the vocal recording and somewhat vocal production for Just for Props. So I knew we were getting, pardon the phrase, into bed with someone we knew that we wanted to work with. I was not familiar with Chris Goodwin at the time, but I was excited to find out, that we were working on this to release it on Strange and Distant. Very excited, but maybe not sure what I was expecting at the time.
Well, for my part, I worked in an obtuse kind of a way on Just for Props with Troy, and we didn't have really a lot of time to do it. We had a couple of days, like 3 days, to do 7 songs, and it was, he was driving up here from Nebraska, and so he was pretty burnt out. So it was really like kind of 2 days and like one hungover day kind of. But I mean, I had a good sense that, you know, I mean, I know that TSMC is ambitious, and so he was going to be doing a lot of work in the interim. You know, he's got something to prove to the world, I think. And so, you know, I know last time he was good. He was really good at taking direction. He was hungry to get, just to be better and to make a better product. And so I think I went into this one expecting exactly that he'd be coming to the table with better material that he had prepped more, and you know, I just expected some forward progression. I can say one day into recording right now, and you know, happily I think that it's a pretty large step forward for him in terms of his skill as an MC and a writer. As far as Chris Goodwin, you know, I guess I wasn't as familiar with him. I knew the name because I think in certain circles he's kind of ubiquitous, providing, you know, a lot of up-and-coming MCs with beats. And it seemed like an interesting challenge, you know, once Troy came to us and asked us to get involved with some of the rest of it, doing mixing and stuff. It seemed like it would be an interesting challenge to work, to try to clarify and accentuate the vision of a producer that was not us.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing to wrap around. I mean, coming from the place that we do, you know, producing our own stuff and producing things for other people, to actually be more in the driver's seat on the mix side of it with somebody else's production. It's tough to separate at the beginning, so. But, you know, what I've heard so far, which is a little under 50% of the album, I'm really digging the direction it's going in. I think it's going to be, like Mercy said, a huge step up. And, you know, I, for one, am glad that I can, you know, put any skills to use to help realize that goal, so.
No. You know, the role is to try to supercharge Troy, to make what's good about Troy better, and to hide the things that are not great so that other people don't see them, and to try to improve his craft as an MC and make sure that this album is not only better than the last, but a steady progressionary step towards the next one, which will be, you know, exponentially a better CD. So my role is to try to offer good counsel to Troy, good suggestions about what you can,
advice and wisdom
about what he can improve, and to make sure that I capture the best possible version, that I allow him to do the best version of him for this album, and help him move forward with respect to that, and tie it together with the music.
Oh, it's not quite on.
Yeah. I didn't change
Okay.
that, but it seems like it's relative grid, huh?
Yeah, just hit 4 and scoot it.
That's what was going on, because yeah, it felt a little off.
That's pretty legit.
Damn.
Damn!
Damn.
Say goddamn!
You guys having fun?
Oh yeah.
My role in this is strictly a fader pusher. I have been doing a little bit of drum augmentation, touch-ups here and there, but I'm mostly in a mix capacity, which suits me just fine. I'm trying to bring the best out of the production, and Troy's vocals is of the utmost importance, and at the end of the day, make a really polished, well done EP.
Well, Mercies, you've had more experience with Troy in the studio, or TSMC, or TS and Cocksucker, whatever you want to call him. But what do you think his biggest weakness is?
I don't think that, I think that he's got a weakness. God, how honestly should I answer this?
As honest as possible.
I think there are two weaknesses. One is that he's a very good writer. He's got a lot of things that he wants to say. And I think lyrically, what I'm trying to impress upon him is that sometimes less says more. And that you can kind of cut out certain words and syllables along the way towards getting a streamlined version, and not only does it not, you don't suffer by it doesn't seem less by comparison. It actually seems like more to do a little bit less, so you're not constantly struggling to get more words in there. Other than that, it's really just an issue of needing to be seasoned. I mean, I think he's way ahead of the curve as far as, you know, being kind of newer to the game and being a younger guy. You know, I think he's way ahead of the curve with a lot of people. I think anything that's there is just the natural things that you have to work through when you find yourself and your style and you refine it.
What about his strengths?
His strengths, I think he's got a good sense of tone. He brings a lot of good energy to it. He's constantly striving to find new and interesting ways of approaching the material. I think his ego doesn't get the better of him. He really is trying to improve, and he's looking to anybody that can help him to become a better MC, you know, a better performer and a better person. And I think, really, I guess what I'm saying is that I think his greatest strength is his openness to the process, to collaboration, you know, and being as passionate and as focused as he is at his age. Because a lot of people, you know, they do everything wrong for a long time until they realize that they've been fucking up for years, and then they start to rectify their shit in mid-late 20s and start doing things kind of the right way.
And it's tough to get out of habits, break habits, bad or good. Yeah. Course correction early on, always good. And I mean, it also takes someone like Troy being, like Mercy said, susceptible and amenable to taking direction. A lot of MCs don't wanna hear someone else tell them how they should do their shit. Not really open to the idea of someone telling them where they should take their craft. They're really kind of set in their own ways. I think those are the kind of people that, you know, they're not really gonna do much. I mean, unless they've got it all figured out legitimately, you know, those are the kind of people that tend to kind of stay stuck in stasis because there's no room to grow, because the only voice they're listening to in terms of criticism is their own. And even if you're your own harshest critic, it's tough to step outside and look at what you're doing objectively and say, oh, maybe I need to switch this up, or maybe this is too this, or this is too this thing. So I think, you know, the idea that he's receptive to taking direction and is at least willing to give it a shot, or, you know, moving on and doing, you know, what would come naturally. I mean, the ability to, like, take himself out of his comfort zone and do something against type, that's huge. It's huge, and it's going to go a long way.
If you could pick one artist that TSMC honestly reminds you of, who would it be?
Liberace. No, not Liberace. That was.
I was gonna say Barry Manilow, and I'm leaning towards Neil Diamond. Does he remind me of?
I would say
Like a young Eazy-E, sans the streetwiseness.
with twice as much AIDS.
Yes.
No. You know, let's just be honest about it. I think that Troy is clearly indebted to Idea.
Yeah.
But I think what makes that thing not just corny is that there's a lot of Idea in there, but there's also a lot of Beastie Boys, and there's a lot of punk rock, and I think that those things, that energy, and that positivity that it brings to everything makes it a markedly different thing. And I think as that progresses, he's going to be more and more Troy. Right now, he's definitely Troy, but he's Troy who really wears his heart on his sleeve in regards to the things that have influenced him. So, you know, I see the potential right now. I think he could be the kind, if he wants to be in the league of Idea. I think that it might be a little bit of a stretch to be the wonder kid that Idea was at 17 or 18. He's never going to be that thing, but I think it could balance out. I think he could be making the kind of records that he loved later on, and I think that, you know, God willing, he'll have more time than you know, we all got robbed with Mikey, but I think that hopefully we have more time with Troy, and Troy will go beyond that into, you know, people comparing other MCs to Troy, not asking who Troy sounds like.
Yeah. I think he's coming into his own. I think he's starting to find his voice. You know, each new thing, there's a little more whittling down to the core of what his sound, his signature is going to be. And I think right now we're seeing the middle of the metamorphosis. We're in an evolutionary portion right now, and I think we're heading in the right direction to where the true voice of TSMC is going to be known very soon. But I like the direction it's heading in. I like where it's going. I like what's ahead for this kid.
So when Troy came to you guys about maybe putting out on Strange and Distant, did you guys have any like reservations at first? Like maybe we shouldn't do this, or were you just like gun ho about it? Like
I said,
this fits.
Hell no. I put my fist down. I said no. Actually, I think we thought it was a good fit. You know, we're kind of up and coming ourselves in terms of the literati stuff. You know, trying to build our base. Mercy's and I have been doing our own thing for quite some time, and some of the parts for literati are definitely greater than each of us separately. But we're still kind of on the come up on that, and so I think we're trying to align ourselves with people that are kind of in the same thing. Like there's potential there, and they're on the uptick. So I think it was kind of a no-brainer in terms of that.
It seemed to me that I know Troy is, again, the man's got something to prove, and I kind of figured that pulling him into the fold and putting out that album would give him even more of something to prove, burning fire within himself, not to feel like he had let anybody down, or to feel like he had lived up to the expectations that he maybe imagined that we would have. So I think that was good. I mean, I did have one reservation, and that's that when Troy asked about it, I had recently seen Stephen King's Children of the Corn, and I felt like maybe it would be a bad look for us to align ourselves with a satanic MC from the heartland.
Oh my God, he is Malachi.
And yeah,
T.S.M.C.
The M stands for Malachi. T.S.M.C.
And the C stands for corn or children.
Terrible, sick Malachi of the corn. That's what TSMC stands for.
I could get behind that moniker. I could get behind that.
So, and once we did decide to do it, I pressed really hard for the album to be called Children of the Corn, but it didn't really work out that way, and it's something that I've slowly made peace with.
I wanted Children of the Cornhole. I was shot down immediately. Nobody wanted porn references, so... And similarly, Children of the Porn was also shot down quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
And I think we'd be treading on Necro's territory there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We actually got a cease and desist letter from Necro's attorney.
Now, I got my friend here from Nebraska. He's going to warm it up for me. This is my partner, Ryan. He's part of the same record label as me. His name's T.S.M.C. He's going to do a song really quick. My name's Breakneck. Thanks for rocking with me. We still have Tragedy and Triumph, VIP, Honey.
What's up, Minneapolis, Minnesota? My name is TSMC. I'm coming from the MEB, Nebraska, 16 hours away. Well, my boy Breakneck the Maze is actually on my EP right here. Who knows Background Noise Crew? Analytical Nim? He's on that shit too. Pick up the Strange and Distant. Ready whenever you are, man. Yo, Chris Goodwin, a Minneapolis cat that lives here, produced this beat. We're in a group called the MAYHEM Committee, so that's what I'm about to do. This song has been done a few times, so enjoy. It's called Comic Language. Please do. Be my comic language, no business, sadistic, unrealistic. How I spit this, can I get a witness? See what I do, try to captivate a crowd. Make a move, but my language is so atomic. Do this up, even though we can prove. In your shoes, let it do, when it be, it's the MC. Fucking with your mental, this is your mental. Pain in this temple, the reason is simple. Hit every mile when I blood shut this all my pencil. Social is what I do. Represent the strength in the crew. From my high school, when I used to the crew. When the kids say I'm dancing, when I said the spit or take up, let the song hit. Y'all picking now in Maine committing. Got in the mix, I'm calling out you. Six who still down, that's from my bitch. Black ass motherfucker, 2-bit truck up, bitch. You're into my verse. Let me write my cigarette verse. Take a deep track, everything's gonna be alright. Right? Everybody make noise right now. Everybody get fucking loud. Everybody make noise right now. From Minneapolis, the shots fall. Minneapolis, Minnesota, where you at? Where you at right now? Woo! It's hot as fuck up here.
Is a track.
Yo, actually, the first place I ever rocked a show in Minneapolis was this venue right here, believe it or not. It was last August. My boy Breakneck actually got me on that shit too. Hell yeah. This next song is called This One Goes Out To. It's the last track over here. So if you're digging anything I'm doing, go get it for free. I recorded that shit with Mercy's Bay. He executive produced it. Who knows Fill in the Breaks? My boys Little Rod here actually signed that label, and they're executive producing my new EP. So you know it's cool to have that shit behind me. But yo, who's ever had a dream in here? Who's had a dream?
Living it.
Well, living exactly. This is my dream. I love spitting rhymes all the time. So I wrote a little song about it, and it goes like this. I wrote with my first rhyme, wrote it meaning every line been instant. Read what was truly my rehearsed it stopped. Wrote it in down little bit. I know I'm going to continue this rhyme till the person was falling down. I don't think I can stop this. And this came from the combination. Too much free time, do no occupation. I'm not reflect on my person, my creation. Like the lion, like an answer. Termination is a TSMC ready to remove the saturation. That's infected the hip-hop-nation. The true MCs is a bit of devastation. What our culture not dead. Celebration is my guide and my navigation. This goes out to the unit push it great. Producers trying to be on stage. The rappers push it, moving, moving. Anyone else who loves music. This goes out to the unit push it great. Producers trying to be on stage. The rappers push it, moving, moving. Anyone else who loves music. Have so many people ask, what do you want to do when you're like a simple rap? Down your soul and fall off, but I laugh or I don't. Think you'll ruin 7 years that I'm sitting right about the nine to make sure it's marked up. 16 bars up, make it down, cannot turn that minute this far without helping praise from the same kid debate. Trying to be in 8th grade. Music is a religion that hates it. Anytime I'm on these my lickable rate of pronouns and adjectives makes me feel like a part of the savages. This song is free, moving my bandage so you can see all this damage. That's me and someone think how the fuck does t.s.m.c even manage this? This goes out to the music which is great. This is trying to be on stage. The rappers pushing, moving, unit. Anyone else who loves music. This goes out to the music which is great. This is trying to be on stage. The rappers pushing, moving, unit. I wish I could get the feeling I get. Whenever I get so sick, the surge of emotion and mix. It's the worst in my lips. It's like blissful day and night, taking bias that survive the fight. Let's understand what I'm saying, force to choose my goal, everything I'll go with my soul. It's still artistic expression. Give me a source of possible expression, in the positive direction. Use this worn out voice as my weapon, ask you a simple question. Am I making a breath yet? And I don't learn the bears to set. I'm spent and respect to these souls are all that I have blessed. All that I have left. Not giving up, cause this is who I am. Not giving up, cause I'm standing in the end. Not giving up, cause my head sticks a rock. Not giving up, cause I don't wanna stop. Don't wanna stop. Don't wanna stop. Yo. When I say TS, y'all say MC. TSMC. When I say Goody, y'all say ass. When I say make some, y'all say noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. When I say hip, y'all say hop. When I say don't, y'all say stop. Hip, don't stop. Hip, don't stop. Hip, don't stop. Hip, don't stop. Woo! Like I said, I'm from Nebraska. I'm actually here recording my new EP called MAYHEM. Well,
So, Mercies, day 2 of recording. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, we just kind of cleaned up, seized the day, and that was good. It took us a little bit of time. We had some stuff to kind of go back to basics on, but we really hit second wind hard. We had a new track that Troy had kind of written, I think, a couple days before he came down here for recording. There was a little mishap with some stems, and the wrong stuff got sent. But you know, he grabbed a bull by its horns, and he made a song where there was not a song before. And he came down, and we kind of jumped in, and he was very, very gracious. He had an idea for the hook, but he asked me if I wanted to help out with that, or, you know, if I had any ideas. And he gave me a little bit of rope, so I took his verses, and I used that to inspire me to write a chorus. And we shot that, so, you know, brand new chorus, and just everything got lit up, man. We had a moment of divine inspiration, and we got him behind the mic, and he just spit fire. It was, I mean, not one take, because we did it, you know, we did the verses separately, but it was basically one take, like, ran through, and he was just on fire. Didn't need to do any punches, didn't need to do any cleanup. We just killed it. It was one of those rare moments, one of those rare, beautiful moments where everything just converges at the right time in the right way, and I'm really excited. I think it's the best, most consistent piece of work that he's done. I'm a darker kind of guy, so like it's venomous, which I like. It's a banger. I think it, without being derivative, it's got a little bit of that Def Jux, Aesop Rock LP kind of a vibe to it, and he kills it. He really kills it.
What do you think stands out about it the most? Like, do you think it's the attitude? Do you think it's the aggression? Or do you just think the darkness of it all?
I don't think it's the aggression. I think it's a hard thing to describe, but when I think about LP sometimes, and some of the stuff, I'm not a big Aesop fan, but the stuff that I do like by Aesop, I think about it as being claustrophobic sometimes. Those guys, something that I like about them, you know, there's guys like Caesar where they spit really meticulously, but they do like that kind of twister thing where they're hitting triplets and they're going super fast. But then you've got these guys like LP and Aesop where they'll hit these really fast flows, but it's like they're floating over the beat. Like they're not really riding the beat, they're just walking on top of it, and it hits the rhythm, but it's like it doesn't even care that there's a beat there. It's just this stumbling forward kind of angular thing, and I refer to it as being claustrophobic because it's almost like words just, they run over each other, and it almost feels like you've clipped a bunch of them too close together, like they almost crossfade over each other. And it's a style that I don't personally do. I don't think a lot of people do it well, but this particular song, he did it. He came out of the box with it, and I mean, like I like the frustration that it represented, but it was just a really good marriage between content, tone, the beat that we started with from Mr. Goodwin, and you know, the hook being something kind of swaggy, and I think it all just really came together in a way that
none of us expected.
It felt like you know, a higher power just reached down. It was like, here, put this here, here, and here. It was just too perfect to not be proof of a higher power. Like when a song comes together like this, sometimes it's like I don't know how you don't believe in God or Goddess or something, because it almost feels beyond you, like there was a greater design, like it was fated to exist. And this is, Troy's done a lot of good work, but this is the first time that, you know, for me, and maybe it's not that way for everybody, but for me, it feels like preordained. And I think you know, this one might be a classic. I don't think it's, you know, the most commercial track that he's done, but I think for the heads, for the people that like that late 90s, early 2000 indie hip hop, Def Jux,
R.I.P. Def Jux,
that kind of thing, I think they're really going to get into it. And I think, you know, any MC that has a sense of history in regards to indie hip hop is going to, their eyebrows are going to kind of pop up, their mouth's going to drop open a little bit when they hear it, and I think that it's going to have an impact on them, and it's going to put, I think it's going to put Troy's name in some new mouths, some new heads.
When did it hit you when we were recording So Tired that, you know, damn, like, this shit's dope? Like, when did it hit you? Was it like the first verse, or was it just like after you did the hook? Like, what was it that made you be like, damn, this shit's just banging?
I had heard the verses a cappella, and I thought they were strong. And I had heard the beat after Caesar had mixed it, and I thought it was strong. But I think it was, we sat down, and I mean, even within the first bar, before we even got into the first verse, I was having Troy spit it over the beat so I'd have a sense of how we needed to approach tracking it. And I saw it. I saw it very clearly in my head, and I knew that there was this pause that I wanted him to take on. They're like, you know, it's like he spits most of a bar, and then there's a pause, and then the beat pops in, and he jumps back in with it. And I heard it. It was like Neo in the Matrix. I saw Troy, I saw his verse, I saw the beat, and I heard the things that weren't there that needed to be there. And we started going down that road, and we went to deal with the hook. And even with that, like, I started to feel something, and Troy gave me the go-ahead, and was like, you know, was a very generous host and collaborator in that sense. Said, come on in, Merce, show me what you're thinking. And I heard the hook in my head, I put it down, and I saw, and you know, it was just this kind of snowball effect. Like, I heard Troy going at it, and I had an idea. Troy heard my idea, that gave him an idea, and then we were going to do the hook, and he showed me his idea. I had another idea. He heard the hook the way that I spit it, and he was fucking hyped up, and he was ready to go. And then he spit a verse, and then I transitioned it, added a little thing going into the hook, and then he got even more amped up, and we jumped right into the next verse. And the next thing you know, in the space of just a very couple short hours, with, you know, we had dinner in the middle of it. I cooked dinner for us, and you know, we had dinner, a little bit of coffee, and you know, basically 3.5 hours. It was just this escalating thing, man. Like the spark took, the whole forest went up. The spark got a little bit of oxygen, and the whole forest started on fire. And next thing you know, we were standing in the ashes of an evening, looking at, you know, just a dope, you know, the husk of what was our work day, and standing in the middle of what used to be hours of time dedicated to trying to make a song. There was a fucking song, and it was rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and it was angry and pissed off and majestic and scary, and that was day 2.
3 times the AIDS. And
you know what? When you want sincerity, you call Breakneck the Mage.
What's up? Breakneck the Mage, Minneapolis, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, whatever. Just for props.
That's actually what I was going to go into. What was your involvement on Just for Props?
Pretty minimal involvement, but I have a song on there with you and with Mercy's.
Colin's on there too, or Anna Lyrical. Yeah, background noise represents.
So I did that track, and that's about the only involvement. We did some touring together. Promoted it, I guess.
What did you think about that? Because you actually, that's when we first met, was the Lincoln show at a coffee house, no doubt. What did you think? Just stepping in, watching my set, this random Nebraska kid you never met before.
Well, we were just talking about that actually outside, which is kind of funny. But you did kind of we all did different kinds of sets that night, so it was kind of a quiet place. Kind of hard to judge, but then I saw you, a couple nights later at...
Carney. It was the Carney show, I believe.
Was it the next night? Or no, it was a couple nights later.
It was a week, because I actually saw Atmosphere the night before that in Omaha and had to drive all the way to Carney at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I think we went out to Denver and Boulder and then came back and played Carney and got to see you there, and it was a lot more of a regular. Even that show was a little bit weird. But that was a lot more of a regular, show. And you killed that one. You killed every show I've ever played with you. I
really like that Iowa show, the last show that I played with you guys on that tour.
Yeah, the Iowa show was sick.
It was a good time. It was a good time. Well, I'm going to end this interview with one question. What do you expect out of me and Chris Goodwin's project, the Mayhem Committee? What are your expectations?
I expect the beats to be banging and you guys spitting some old school hip hop kind of stuff. Maybe not old school, but you know, true hip hop shit. That's what I would expect. Maybe I could be completely wrong and you're on like a bunch of different concepts and stuff, but I would imagine you guys just go in there and kill it on some banging beats. That wouldn't be a bad plan.
That would not be a bad plan. That's a great prediction. I hope you like what you're about to hear. Hell yeah, record that shit, baby. Well, say peace out to YouTube, Breakneck.
YouTube, Breakneck the Mage. Find me on YouTube. Check my battles. breathoflifeaudio.com. Strange and Distant Music. I'm done with the shoutouts. Peace.
He be killing shit on the battle scene. Be killing shit. Alright, peace out, guys.
Yeah, and we'll be opening up Pro Tools now. Let's see, Troy EP.
Why are we opening up the Pro Tools, Mercies?
Well,
what is today?
Today, well, it's going to be a historic day. A lot of people will be talking about this day in the future. This is the day that we begin working on Just for Props 2, which is also known as MAYHEM Committee, a date with Mayhem, the product of TSMC and Goody. So, we are actually off-site today. We'll be back in the regular studio on Monday, but we had the opportunity to do a little retreat weekend and get out of the city at my lovely girlfriend's house. So we've sequestered ourselves away from the city and any bad influences to make sure that we get a proper start, that we plant the seed for this album, and that we create a strong foundation the first couple of days. And then we'll be heading back into Minneapolis for the rest of the recording. But today, my understanding is that we're starting with a track called Seize the Day. And yeah, we're just ready to kick ass and take names. We've got a week to do the unthinkable and make an album better than Just for Props.
Yo, let's get some nap fam nap party going on.
You know, from Nebraska to Minnesota, it's like, to me, you know, like, I don't know, those guys really get along with me, and I'm pretty sure they would get along with all my other Nebraska MCs, you know, and if I can kind of make that happen a little bit, that's what's up, you know, repping 2 states at the same time. I like that a lot, you know. I'm excited. A date with Mayhem is going to blow your mind. I'm excited to record it. Not excited for the 16-hour Greyhound bus, but you'll see what's up with that soon. Well, alright, on to the documentary.
TSMC here, just showing you how they party in North Platte, Nebraska. This is going to blow your mind. Get ready for this. This is how they do it.
Sneak in all quietly. This is how they do it in North Platte, Nebraska, everybody. They pluck each other's eyebrows. This is how they do it. This is like the 5th person to do this. Boys and girls alike, this is how they do it. They don't be popping so many drugs. They be pulling out hair, apparently.
What's up? It's your boy t.s.m.c. right here. Welcome to the MAYHEM Committee documentary. You know, I figured, you know, I'd give you a little, you know, prequel, like to how this all came to be. Like, as you know, like, I went to Minneapolis in January, the first of this year, to record Just for Props, you know, like, my solo EP, and that's how me and Chris Goodwin came about. Not a lot of people know, but the song Get the What, he produced that, so, you know, I hit him up, because, like, I really like his beats, and I was like, yo, dude, let's make an MC producer group. And he agreed. He agreed off the bat. You know, this happened like right after Just for Props came out. So like I got done with that and I was on to my next shit. You know what I'm saying? So he started sending me some beats, and before we knew it, you know, we had 7 tracks. I called my boy Mercy's, told him how I wanted to like record an LP, and he's like, "Nah, dude, get some shit out now." And I was like, "Word up, yeah, I want to drop 2 albums in a fucking year. That's fucking dope." So that's what I came up with. You know, thanks to Mercy's, Breakneck the Mage, you know, Primate, Mammoth, you know, like they helped me figure out some like, you know, staying situations while I'm there. So, you know, I'm not sleeping on park benches trying to make a hip hop album. Even though I would, you know, I would say I would totally do that. But so that's how it came to be, and I'm excited. It's crazy to record 2 projects in 1 year. You know, like I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited to have new material to push. I'm glad to be behind something more than myself. You know, like that's how I feel the Mayhem Committee is, because it's like bridging that gap.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the homie right here from Nebraska, in town to do a little bit of music with Literati from Filling the Breaks, motherfucking T.S.M.C. Who wants some freestyles while I'm up here? Alright, what do you want me to freestyle about? Yo, you know what's funky? I was kicking it with a purple monkey, dishwasher. Then I was like, yo, I'm like a stormtrooper. I couldn't even explain this. Yo, I need a recouper. I couldn't even explain all these motherfucking lights coming to my eyes. And I grabbed the mic and I tried to materialize everything that I want to be. And that's just being an MC. Grab the MIC, rocking from the NDB all the way to Minneapolis. So I grabbed the mic and yo, he can't even battle this. I got the tactics. Yo, I'm about to flip it like a mattress. You fucked on too many times the way that I just rhyme. Blind kids. I don't give a fuck, yo, I'm all about violence. So everybody put them hands up like they just don't give a fuck. Yo, someone give me a beer. Yo, I'm ripping up idea and atmosphere all in one song. Hey, yo, I can't even get outcast, but yo, it's been so long up here rapping. And yo, I'm like, where's the bong? So I can take a rip, so I can motherfucking spit some ridiculous shit they couldn't even rip on a guitar. Yo, I'm kinda odd, but yo, I'm bizarre. Yo, I'd rather go to the Mall of America and check everything and be like, yo, I ain't scared of ya. Alright, yo, I'll have some fun. Alright. 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3. Everybody front like you came here to see TSMC. Oh, I choked on myself. No, you didn't. Yo, come over here to the art gallery. Yo, I'm staring at this and I'm like, yo, bitch, do you want to battle me? Nah, she would probably kick my ass. And I come over here and I'll be like, yo, that skateboard's fat. And yo, that's purple and blue. Yo, I like you because you joined my crew. You're doing my artwork. Maybe do a new shirt. So people will be like, yeah, dude, I'll give you money instead of buying it and throwing it to the dirt, the mud. Yo, this is what I love. Strange and Distance, represent. I got my boy Breakneck. He's got this camera and shit. Yo, DJ add a track. Hit the motherfucking tables. Yo, this just gets so fucking fatal. Yo, we don't need no labels. We don't need no signees. Yo, Zach HB, what's up? Thanks for letting me get up here and go sign to me. I'll leave the tie. Yo, I'm that kind of guy that represents that shit. Everybody just make some noise in this bitch! Thank you, thank you. My name's TSMC, coming from Nebraska. Clay, dope shit. If you guys like my motherfucking album or what I did, come get it right here for free. TSMC.
What you doing, Caesar?
Mixing up some lovely cocktails.
The rapper drinks.
That's right.
For us rappers.
This is Mikey's favorite shit. Well, not the ginger ale part, but the Jameson part, definitely. That was his shit. So we'll toast this to him.
For the great EYE.
That's right.
Best MC to ever grab the mic, in my opinion. But that's just me.
And a pretty fucking cool dude to boot, to be honest.
What did you think his death brought to the hip hop community in Minneapolis? Did you think a lot of imitators?
A lot of imitators. A lot of people looking to fill the spot of a man.